Hi, good afternoon or morning. I always
Still
screw
morning.
up. It's still morning.
On Tuesdays throws us off completely.
It does.
But
Hey, Dr. Brian
Tuesday,
Amison.
Richard Huetter.
So, welcome. This is a special, very special Tooth Talk. It's happy yet sad.
It's a special
It's
edition, that's for sure.
so,
Yes, happy and sad, but we think it's important that we make known what our future is here. Dr. Amison, of course, is here, and we've remodeled. We're having a wonderful experience in our new office. Really, people love it. We love it. So that's great. But the time has come. So a special announcement. If you're ready to hear this, so
not really, but
well, I'm going to read this because I've prepared this, and each of our patients will receive this letter, and you'll know exactly where I'm going or where we're headed. First, I want to say how fortunate I have been to practice in such a wonderfully supportive community. I've enjoyed our friendship and commitment for these last number of years. But the time has come for me to retire from the practice of dentistry. After 43 years, it has been my privilege to serve you and your families for these many years. In 2019, my practice joined with Dr. Brian Amison, and during this time, most of you have met him and our staff. 4 years ago, who could have predicted all that has happened? With our practice and with Dr. Amison's leadership and vision, it has thrived by adapting and expanding and remodeling the office. You will continue to be well served by the skilled staff and the care that we have provided and will continue to do. So as of December 29th, 2023, I will no longer provide dental treatment services. At Dr. Amison's invitation, we may continue to consult and confer on individual cases, and we will still be friends.
right.
We will still be friends and talk and communicate. So I want to let you know that I feel so rewarded by serving in a profession that truly cares and helps people. And it has provided me with opportunities to form relationships during these last 4 decades. But the time is a commodity that cannot be regained. So Terza and I will focus on the opportunities to spend more time with our family and friends in the forthcoming years. Thank you for your friendships and the privilege that I have been able to be part of your lives. So with my humility and my wishes for the best for all of you. Thank you. Thank you again for staying with me or for coming in to see me, joining my practice, joining our practice together, and meeting Dr. Amison's patients, you, my patients, meeting Dr. Amison. Like I said, it's going to be different, but I think it's time for this to change to occur, and I strongly hope that everyone still will find a good dental home here at our office, and continue seeing Dr. Amison and his forthcoming associates. I'm not sure that we exactly have associates yet, but we're getting there, and it's coming, and there will be other dentists to help provide services in addition to Dr. Amison and the rest of our staff. And I do love it here. I really do. I think this was a wonderful opportunity for me and my patients to stay in practice, because with COVID and everything else that's happened, we've been able to stick through this and emerge from that and the other changing landscape of dentistry in general stronger, and being able to provide more services and better services to our patients and to any future patients who might want to come in through our doors. I think that would be I think this has been a wonderful experience for me, and a great way for me to continue practicing even on a limited basis, and without just literally closing a door, like I have seen some of my colleagues do, and literally just close the door one day and nobody knows where they're going, what to do, who to see. I think this is a great opportunity for hopefully Dr. Amison, but also for me to have joint practices, and here we are, finally coming to the end practice of dentistry. So thank you, Dr. Amison. Really,
Dr. Huetter,
really, it has been a tremendous experience. We were both, although we knew each other, of course, and we were friends, wouldn't say we exactly knew if that being friends doesn't mean you can practice together
Correct.
and work
Correct.
together, as much as we have. And it's been a great, rewarding experience. I hope for him too that we can use each other's experiences and knowledge to help our patients all together, but even individually, collectively, with the other doctors' experience. We've all profited by that experience, and I think that has been a really, we forged an even stronger friendship. Of course, we get to stare at each other across the desk some periods of the time, and just bounce a lot of ideas and general conversation too. But I think that's been a great experience for me, and I can't think of I really literally cannot think of a better way to have closed out my career over these past few years, and feel confident in the quality of care that patients will continue to receive with Dr. Amison and this office. So once again, thank you. That's it. People will be getting this printed copy of the version of this letter, and that's just the way it is. So I'm happy. Like I did say, that probably the most important thing, and Dr. Amison actually said this a long time ago, and it struck me. It's the one thing you can never get back. You can lose all your money, you can lose some measure of your health, but you cannot get back time. And so that's why the time has now come for me to be able to spend that time with friends who may live in other parts of the country or even parts of the world. Family, of course, who is also in transitions, moving about, kids and grandkids in college and changing careers and so forth. So it's time. So thank you. And I won't belabor it any further because I already have belabored it.
No, I can't follow up. I mean, Dr. Hugh, you've truly been a blessing. And I truly mean that because, both of us as solo practitioners for a long time didn't know how it was going to gel and mesh. And I can honestly say that you've been a pleasure to work with. It's been beyond my wildest dreams, the expectations there. And he's got me out of some things where I'm like, okay. And again, we look at it from different perspectives, and it's really helped. Because again, I honestly, again, both of us working solo for so long and didn't know how it was going to work, but it has been fantastic knowing not only as a clinician, but as a friend, as a colleague. Yeah. And I truly value you. Like, again, the selfish part of me wants to say, hey, you can stay around for a little bit longer. You work like one day a week. But also, I'm very sad, but also I'm very happy for you in terms of, you deserve it. You deserve the best, and I appreciate you for all you've done. So I have to give you
I know, really.
A hug there.
This is, sad and sweet. I think we have really become friends, and we picked up on each other and picked each other up on occasion.
Absolutely right.
So that I literally cannot think of a better scenario to have spent the last 4 years, and so many strange things have happened for my health, for everything in the world, as we now see it. So that us joining forces, that was an important thing that I think everyone has profited, like I said, from that. Not just financially, but profited socially and in character, and there's a lot of good has happened from this, and so that's all I think I can say right now. Well, we'll still have another couple months to do this, and I will still see some patients, and that's how we're going to close out.
Well, thank you. So this isn't the final tooth talk, but
No.
definitely a very different one than what we've done before. But
Yeah.
to be happy and sad, I guess you can have both emotions at the same time. So
Yeah.
thank you, Dr. Huetter, for sharing. I really appreciate that, and not just sharing that, just sharing you. And thank you to Terza for sharing you, because I know that it could have been a few years ago where, so I think, Terza too, for sharing you with us. And
thank you. I think she's probably happy to share me sometimes of the week. After all, we did work together, as many of you may know. Terza worked in my office we worked together for like 30 years. So that's a long time.
Mm-hmm.
That's a long time. So anyway, she has been retired, and deservedly so, of course, for a few years now. And it's a time for me to join her, I guess. Now she's going to be wishing that I was here probably some days a week, finding me elsewhere to be, perhaps. But we do enjoy each other's company. Obviously, we wouldn't have been together for those 30 years and over 40 years of marriage. So that we're going to be fine.
Well, thank you, Dr. Huetter. Again, I appreciate you, and appreciate you just being very open and honest about everything.
Right.
And it's not the end.
No, it's not the end. But I thank you for the opportunity to present this in this fashion too. Sometimes it's easier to just make a big announcement, and as I said, everyone else is going to get this letter too. So thank you.
Oh, thank you, Doc.
Thank you again.
And again, thank you all for watching.
Thank you.
And we'll see you in another week for another Tuesday Tooth Talk.
We'll find something else to talk about. Dental.
Have a great day.
Thank you.